Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. I've been playing okay, but making like dumb decisions that make it look like I have holes in my brain. Oh, what am I supposed to do on this episode? Oh, I messed it up. I did the wrong thing. Oh, what does this item do? It does this. No, it doesn't. It does this. I'm not gonna make excuses. I should know this stuff. I'm busy. I got a lot of knowledge coming into the brain. It's seemingly pushing other knowledge out of the cache. We're gonna, the buck stops with me. We're gonna be smarter, play better starting now, or at least there's gonna be an honest effort to do that. And you know what? It's a great start if we just play as the keeper and win. And as far as I'm concerned, this is also the easiest thing to do. Not the easiest thing to accomplish, but the simplest thing to do, because we just finish it. We don't have to worry about, oh, you gotta get this, you gotta get this. Just don't get hit 2 times before you can get a coin. QWG7, zwing! It's the young Sheldon catchphrase. He's always swinging. That's the #1 thing you need to know about young Sheldon. The dude loves to zwing. Bajwinga. Anyway, whatever happened to Bazinga? They were like the biggest mobile game developer in Earth's history, and now they're just gone. What a sad story. Everybody weep for them. Question mark card. It can get us out of a jam. It's not really our #1 happiest thing in the world here. Small Rock is lovely though. I mean, it does, I think it does come with a tiers downgrade, which I always forget about. And dude, my best friend, which is actually Punching Bag, doing some great work there, actually sucking up aggro. Usually it just annoys the Christ out of me, but here it's actually doing some positive stuff, even if it does look almost exactly the same as the other human popcorn in my periphery. I'm happy that it's there, not causing me many problems. So what's the game plan? It's always very simple, if not easy. Again, there's a distinction there. You know, some things are very simple to do, but not easy. For example, running a marathon. It's the simplest thing in the world. All you have to do is, you know, train to the point where you can run for 26.2 miles. Where's the problem in that? There shouldn't be any problem at all. In practice, very difficult. You know, you gotta actually get up out of bed, you know, you got to get up once out of bed every day to begin with, I think. But, you know, you got to get out of bed 4 or 5 times a week and bust out some long runs. It's going to be a nightmare for you. Or not a nightmare. That's a little bit of a limiting belief, I suppose. But you know what I mean. Some things are very complicated but easy. Like, trying to think of a good example. Making fermented foods. You know, the concept of making a fermented food requires a lot of science, even though it was done early in human history. And yet the process itself is very simple, you know. Yeast in the air plus something for them to eat inside of an airtight container equals, baby, you got a stew going. Only the stew is potentially alcoholic. What a world. Now that I've made that completely arbitrary and needlessly verbose description, the keeper... simple but difficult. Also, simple and clean is the way that he's making me feel tonight. It's hard to let him go. That's right. I played Kingdom Hearts. All the way through, I might add. Did I tear up a little bit at simple and clean the first time I heard it? Maybe I did. I was 13. And Haley Joel Osment was on top of the world, so what's it to you? We're gonna leave Kidney Stone. I mean, we're gonna do what we do. We're gonna leave a lot behind here. Because it's not really... hyper relevant to our concern as the keeper. Like an arcade could be relevant, no question there. So I'd like to look for that, but I don't want to risk. Oh, exactly what just happened. I didn't want to risk taking damage on rooms that it was not necessary to go to. Now, mind you, we probably wouldn't have taken a deal with the devil anyway, unless it was extremely high quality, because we needed HP to make it work, and we didn't get HP. So we're heading down to the next floor here. It's not a speed run. We're just trimming the fat off the stuff that we don't need to do because as the keeper, it's very dangerous. So I'd say our question mark card, you know, we got our money's worth out of that. Truth be told, we're not very happy with our last floor worth of items. Kidney Stone, you might think that your boy is losing his Zane. It's not the case. Kidney Stone lost the Zane for me. I'm more than happy to take a zany item that affects our stats on a neutral level. When an item has dubious Zane, which I would say Kidney Stone does, and also affects your stats in a negative way, that's where your boy starts to get a little upset. That's when your boy says, why are you imposing a Zane tax? There's already a Zane tax. It's called potentially getting yourself killed, or at least inhibiting the value of your run because you're choosing the Zane over something more traditionally good. Instead, some of these items have been balanced in such a way that they're like, not only are they zany and maybe a little bit, you know, neutral in their, inert in their value to you on the run, but we're gonna make them, like, objectively bad. So hey, here's a speed downgrade on Kidney Stone, just because you were looking a little too happy there for a brief period of time. So I'm engaging in a silent protest that is actually very loud and exposed to a relatively large audience, given the size of, well, you know, whatever audience for Rebirth is left on planet Earth, and being annoying about it. See, Odd Mushroom. I love this item. Look at the rate of fire increase on that. Despite the minor damage downgrade, your boy's extremely pleased with this. How? Oh, what the? He curved the bullet. Something curved the bullet there. That was a total 100% wanted moment, starring Angelina Jolie and James McAvoy, and, might I add, a young Chris Pratt in a pre-Parks and Recreation role. A lot of people don't know that. I didn't the first time I saw Wanted, for sure, which was, embarrassingly enough, in theaters. Anyway. This run is actually shaping up real nicely right now. Deal with the devil be darned. I apologize for the strong language. Google DeepMind is going to penalize me for that, and you know what? All I can say is that I deserve it, because if I argue with it, we'll get double demonetized, and you don't want to get double demonetized. Polydactyly gives us a judgment card. A judgment card. It's an interesting conundrum, isn't it? This judgment card. A demon judgment is not good for us unless we get either Swallowed Penny or Nun's Habit. In fact, even Nun's Habit is not really that good for us, but we might try it here. And a regular judgment, see what I mean? A regular judgment actually could be really good for us, but it's too late because we've already seen that it's a demon judgment, which we'll try to get some value out of, but wow, that was really dumb of me. But the only thing that really matters is at the end of this run whether or not we come through with the win, right? This is a performance-driven run without a doubt, so we're gonna try to give you 2 plays. It's very risky. We're not gonna push our luck here. We're like really not gonna push our luck here. If I could get like a goat head, but even I don't know, what's the best item that Demon Judgment can give you? We don't want like Sin Robes necessarily. Oh man, that was really dumb as well. We don't want Sin Robes necessarily, even though it is like minor stats. We'd much prefer like Pact. Even Goat Head we don't necessarily want. I don't think he can just give you Brimstone. You know what's a realistic item he could give us that we'd really like to have is any ability to fly. Pretty high value in this situation. Normally you want to get something like Goat Head. Ooh, normally you want to get something like Goat Head, you know, gives you the ability to get progressively stronger on a run. Start that positive feedback loop. We're not looking for that this time. This time we're looking for something a little bit more, you know, grab and go. We're not looking for vitamins, we're looking for calories. Alright, so we got our coin. Ooh, it's not bad, actually. This is a room that we wouldn't have minded going to in the first place. And we'll actually check our item room while we're here as well. Item room's a bit of a mixed bag so far. Best item we've gotten, bar none, absolutely Small Rock. But actually Skinny Odd Mushroom, big DPS up as well. This card is another Judgment, which actually can provide us with some usefulness. Just pick up the nickel. We can use it for HP, but the virus is good enough. I hate the speed downgrade, and I always forget that it exists, but the virus is good enough just in getting us towards Spun. Obviously, like... Obviously, I'm not 100% thrilled with walking into enemies and possibly getting black hearts out of it. That just doesn't do anything for us, so... we can play him maybe 2 more times. We could also use this as leverage to get into our demon, or sorry, our boss trap room. Let's pop this guy down. It's a regular old Judgment. That's got me titillated. High Priestess. Please don't pay out with the Troll Bomb. That's all I ask. It's a simple premise. Wouldn't mind HP. Okay. we'll hold off on that one, but that is good. We could use any trinket, so... That's amazing. And if it gives a Swallowed Penny, that's even better. We had a feeling that was going to happen. It's Bouncing Ball. And in the process, we also got another Judgment. And a pill. Trying to get that guy to pay out first. The tears down is bad, but life goes on. We should have saved the coin, maybe. Like, the bouncing ball is like occasionally we get rubber cement tears. Take it or leave it, honestly. You gotta get stomped. This room sucks, by the way. It sucks for many reasons. This guy's not actually the big problem, even though he's tanky as heck. If you can only get hit once, give me Mega Fatty any day of the week over, we have to find him immediately, Mega Ma. Long time no see on that impression, but... Yeah, please keep attacking my best friend. Not a very selfless individual on my part. He's being extremely selfless, I should say. Alright, that's also bad. And we still have no coin. So, I'm pretty tempted to blow up these judgments. It was a very risky maneuver. We can't afford to take this pill. It could be paralysis. Should just about be the worst thing ever. Could also be full health. We should pay attention to that. Oh my god, health up. Okay, we'll check this because it could be anything but greed is lovely. And actually, there is a good play for us in here. Yeah, first take that. You're gonna take all of these. We're gonna make our demon, or sorry, not our demon judgment. We're gonna make our donation machine pretty upset with us. For the time being, at least. Let's see if we can get, like, a Joker card. It's actually a 2 of diamonds. Could probably use that intelligently to actually, oh, there's still coins in my secret room. We could probably use that fairly intelligently to, like, donate more than we stole. For the time being, I'm just gonna finish this floor, because we have taken a lot of time here. It's time well spent. Oh, this is a nasty room, dude. It was 100% nasty when they introduced the enemy that split into other... Oh, that's very nice. The enemy that split into versions of itself, because the room was already crowded, but that dude took up the last available real estate, and I am not happy with you, Mr. Li Ka-shing. Oh! It's a reference to the Chinese Forbes richest, like, property owner on planet Earth. I mean, he's no Carlos Slim, but, like, come on here. Now, you get highly dusted. 2 rooms of interesting value. Can't take 2 of those. I always forget what Polydactyl does. Just toss this in here. Easy enough. I think I might just ignore the demon judgments, to be straight up with you, because I haven't really earned my stripes on this one. Just make sure this guy goes down. We get a nickel out of it. It would be so much better, although highly unrealistic, if instead of a nickel that was 5 pennies. Doubled or otherwise. Good stuff. We get an HP upgrade that means nothing. Except it doesn't mean nothing. It just means less than it otherwise could. So here's our end game. We're just trying to get a payout out of one of these guys. I really doubt that it's going to be that relevant, but we're going to give it the college try regardless. Because let's just see. This is potentially a big floor. So that's HP. We got the 2 demon judgments back here. We got 1 play of this card, or of this wooden nickel, which would be really nice if it worked, and it did indeed. We should not have done that, but it worked. So we'll get some flies, and an evil upgrade. Essentially worth nothing. Then, this guy. Give him 2 plays. He's been played 3 times, I think. Then the next step is you pick this up. Please give me some more coins. Ooh, okay. This is like the most boring part of any Isaac run, but we're scraping along the edge here. We're a filter feeder, and we want to rise up the food chain. How does one do that? Well, we gotta inch along. You ever play Agario? We gotta eat enough of the, garbage before we can start eating bigger garbage, and eventually we become the biggest garbage of all. We have the final coup de resistance is the HP upgrade, which will give us HP, and I figured, we're not getting much other value out of it. We might as well shoot for the stars here. We get a card of some sort. It's Wheel of Fortune. We blow up the Wheel of Fortune. Gives us no coins. That's nasty. We don't want to leave with 1 HP, so we're going to blow this guy up. And at the very least, he's given us a lot of money that we can turn to our favor. Finally, after spending 8 minutes on this floor, we're going to go to the right, go to the shop, see what's inside, and if there's more items of some value, we'll be happy, but there aren't. So what I'm gonna do is actually, and again, like, this is a mechanic I've never fully realized, but we're gonna donate until we get to our balance being 15 cents, so we can at least put some money back in the donation machine. We've never gotten it to 999, so the closer we can get to that, the better. This run is cursed, and it's doomed. Our stats do not allow us to get a win here, so it means we gotta change our stats. Many ways to do so. Easiest one is just getting good items. Second easiest one, getting some deals with the devil. Oh, cool. Sorry, I just had an important and also semi-urgent email. As you know, I'm an important businessman who does a lot of important business, man. And that email was extremely important. It definitely was not junk mail from StubHub that just said, hey, there's a hockey game on planet Earth this weekend. I gotta stop walking into enemies if we're gonna have any chance to get these deals with the devil. You know what's nice is that Humbling Bundle is actually... What is this? Oh, there was a new booster pack released. That's right. So we're gonna see all sorts of new stuff. And by all sorts, I mean, like, very, very occasionally we might see 1 or 2 new things. But, that's cool, though. We're suffering a little bit here. And it's a suffering that I've created for myself. Dude. That was the greatest! Like, I'm a little mad, but I'm also extremely impressed. Because that Boney never stopped shooting. It was like a Finding Dory moment there. And although I'm a little upset by the fact that I got hit and almost died, I'm more impressed with the fact that he was firing to begin with, so... I look at things logically, you know? There's many different kinds of people. People always say there's 2 different kinds of people in the world. As long as you structure it as like an either-or, that's always going to be true. There's many different kinds of people in the world. A lot of people, you know, the kind of person, if your friend says, oh, I'm going to fail this test. You go, what's your mark in the class going in? And they're like, you know, 80. Oh, how much did you study? 20 hours. You're not going to fail the test. That's what you've just said is a ridiculous statement. How much did you study? 0. What's your mark going in? 40%? Yeah, you're probably gonna fail. I'm sorry, dude. If only there was some way to prevent that. Like, I'm not sure if you need me to be a bastion of support. Maybe I'm a bad dude, but I'm a realist. I'm not suggesting that this run is doomed to be negative. It's more, you know, looking at the stats and judging things that way. Now, mind you, Dull Razor does nothing, but we got a great setup here. Mind you, we got a lot of opportunities to turn it around. Let's take Black Candle. If we ever get the Bird Feather as a trinket, we're going to get a nice damage upgrade. Rather not spend bombs. Spending money seems more valuable right now. We'll check for a 2 of diamonds. Didn't get it. BOGO bombs is irrelevant, so... Recycle. Extremely good. Showed up relatively early. I'm a happy camper. Check for 2 of diamonds again. Didn't get it. Got Card Against Humanity instead. What we're going to do is... pop Cards Against Humanity in here. Hope for some extra money. We don't really care about anything else here, to be honest with you, so we're just gonna keep going. One of these days, this thing's gonna blow up. Should we check for another 2 of diamonds? Why not? Ace of clubs is not bad. 2 ace of clubs is not good. Now we gotta think about maybe using bombs. Ah, it blew up anyway. Okay, so car battery. You want to buy it, but first we'll check for a 2 of diamonds. Then we'll get car battery. And you know what? Give me an ace of clubs here. Fine by me. And I'd like to check for a 2 of diamonds one last time. As ridiculous as that might seem. So actually, Petrified Poop is, like, extremely good. Mostly on this room only, but still. Where are we at? Dank Depths 1? Not gonna do boss rush, and that's fine. It's not really... I mean, it could be the right run for it, but we've slowed ourselves down in such a way that it probably won't be, and that's completely okay. We got back up to 94 cents. So with restock, I think we'll start buying this place out. Is that another 2? You gotta check, right? After 2 of those. I think we'll hold off. No, we won't, because we could easily get We could easily get greed on the next shop. So I think we should spend all our money if we can. The less actives, the better. But sure, I mean, a battery charge is not relevant. We didn't take this pill, did we? We didn't. It's a luck upgrade. All right, let's get out of here. Still good. I mean, we spent a lot of money and not all of it came back to us, but being able to get possibly double the amount of plays due to car battery here is fantastic. I know I'm using the F word a lot here. If it pays out twice, that's an unbelievable amount of money in HP. If it pays out once, that's still 1 cent plus 1 HP, or 2 cents. Not 2 HP. You can't use it to get 2 HP. Because you've already lost. You can only hold 2 at a time. So if you need 2, then you're already dead. No, sir, your keeper is already dead. But we got kind of like a good mass effect going on here. So once every 4 rooms, we should expect no cents. I'm willing to take those odds. Once every 4 rooms, we should expect 4 cents. So I mean, I'm willing to take those odds as well. It's really a win-win. This might be a good run to donate, too. What I would love to see is, obviously, Nun's Habit. Swallowed Penny I've kind of given up hope for. See, there's our no payout. Swallowed Penny I've kind of given up hope for just because it typically... That was a bad play. It typically shows up... This is a good time to pop this. On the first floor, when you blow up a pot, and obviously, you know, we're kind of living in a pot-free universe here. So we did get a deal with the devil. Please don't be Krampus. This is actually fine. We don't want to pay for any items anyway. We're a freeloader like that right now. We got nothing to offer this run in terms of our own HP. What we do have is stats that could allow us to acquiesce a victory here. Or we could seize the victory instead of acquiescing it. We'll see. 36 seconds to make it the boss rush. Not going to happen. Purge that from your minds. It's an unnecessary situation. You know what is like the bread and butter of this run right now is basically piercing shots. The fact that we got that leaves us extremely well equipped to tackle the rest of this run. Dude, we're whiffing on all these rolls here. Not greed. That's fantastic news. No reroll machine. That sucks. But what we're going to do, again, we don't care about saving money here. What we care about is seeing as many items as possible. Because anything that improves our chances of winning as the keeper is, by definition, something we want to have. Nothing, dude. So, I mean, we can get back to 15 cents. We could buy Mr. Meeseeks. We could use Mr. Meeseeks to steal the item that Mr. Meeseeks allows to come into the situation because we have restock. So it's like 50-50 whether it works or not. You got to aim it properly, and I think as time has shown, not always the best track record of that. But yeah, the bread and butter of this run right now, the thing that allows it to go as well as it's going, and I'd say it's going well. What is going on with these odds, my dude? The thing that allows it to go as well as it's going right now is the fact that we have piercing shots. Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably gonna dust us. Without piercing shots, we're in a much, much worse position. Huge growth. Not a bad item, to be honest with you. Certainly still need to find our item room. Not a bad card, I should say, but certainly still need to find our item room. I feel like I'm losing my mind because I can't tell if that's a dime or a nickel. It's like an optical illusion. I think it's a nickel, but in my head I'm like, aren't the nickels usually like grayer than that? And then I'm like, it's a dime. But then I'm like, aren't the dimes usually shinier than that? Place your bets. It was a dime, dude. Okay. Okay. I must be losing it. I mean, we picked up a dime earlier, and I picked up a dime nothing less. Now I must put its behind to the test. You know the other reason I know this run is not in a truly awful place right now? Is because, why? Is because I'm not complaining about 0.85 speed. Normally that would be the kiss of death. A little chubby, just okay. Alright. 39 cents. So that should give us 3 items. We buy Mr. Meeseeks, that's 1. Mr. Meeseeks steals another item, that's 2. We have 24 cents left to buy 1 more item. That's 3. So effectively 2 items of some usefulness. Mr. Me gives us placebo. Nope. No, it does not. Last item, piggy bank, aka who cares. So we'll donate as much money as they'll allow us to. Might have broken even on that. And for a keeper run, that's success. Good, we turned 2 bombs. We turned 4 bombs and 2 cents into 4 bombs and a troll bomb. I don't know if my math checks out there. It seems a little off, but... Well, the thing is, with 20 cents, we could buy whatever that item is. Like, I think it's piggy bank. Roll through it. We'll have 5 cents left plus what we get from piggy bank, which I think is 3 cents. So we won't be able to buy anything else. So I think we just would prefer to maybe buy a card. And the card is the world, which is useful for us. But remember, for this run to work, we have to beat something we've never beaten before. Either Hush, which is probably not going to happen due to the way that this run looks right now time-wise, or the chest, or Shoal plus or not plus the negative floor. I could have explained that much more succinctly, but the things that have not been ticked off on the post-it note yet. We've already done, that pains me, because I saw the shadow and was like, I'm above it, so no problem. We've already done the Isaac fight. We just died on the chest on the last greed run, so... AKA the only greed run. I think we're gonna go that path anyway. Alright. So huge growth is a big play. When we need it, we will use it. There's a reroll room. Kind of one of those characters for... What are you? No. I just walked right into it, so... Just hit the button, dude. Well, that's horrifying. Kind of one of those characters for whom a reroll room is actually just bad because you can't afford to lose your starting spacebar item in most situations. But I'm not going to get too preachy about it. This floor is going to be over in no time flat. And you know what? Conquest is worth using huge growth on. Dude is mega annoying. I think we got relatively lucky there. And who knows, maybe the Hush fight is actually practical for us. I'd much rather do it with a Chaos card, but... You know, if we gotta, we gotta. Just leave, like... money is not very relevant to our needs right now. So we're gonna try to leave, like, a little money on the ground as is necessary. But, no. The thing is, once you pass the womb 2, or sorry, once you pass, it's another new room, I think. Once you pass Depths 2, or the equivalent, oh my lord, I gotta learn that pattern. He rotates. Oh, now that, okay. Okay, no, brain, you're like mad broken. Good kid, mad brain. Just walk this way, please. Lucky me. Once you, it's not a good one. Once you pass that floor, you don't need money much anymore. Sure, you could still use it. Possibly garner some value out of the blue womb. Not likely to be that relevant. This is the whole... The run this time is meant to prove that my brain is not broken. So there's, like, catastrophic consequences for me right now. Especially given that there's new rooms. You know, I'm mostly coasting off of my earlier intelligence and due diligence. You know, I boot up Isaac and it's all stored in the cache. It's instantly available. How do you handle this room? You know, load, spike room dot bat or whatever. These new rooms, you gotta, all of a sudden you're opening up your dynamic processor. This isn't even a programming thing. I don't know what the heck a dynamic processor is, but, you know, on the fly you're looking at it and going, oh, crap. How do I deal with this enemy I've never seen before? It's like going back to basics starring Amy Winehouse. We'll check the double key room. More? We will not check the cursed room. This could be okay. Bounced, and bounced, and bounced, and bounced. Okay. We should never take those pills. If there's one thing you take away from this video, I want you to be better than the person you're watching. Don't take those pills. It's going to be a health down one of these days. And you're going to go, NL, why didn't you tell me? I did tell you. This is me. I'm your sensei. I'm telling you. As the keeper, don't take those pills. Unless you got 2 of them. If you got 2 of them, consider it, because you can leverage that. If you only got 1, don't take it. It's only gonna burn you. See those? I'm gonna follow my own example for once. I'm not gonna take them. It's your parents. They always say, "Don't do as I say, do as I do." They've built bad habits. They want you to have better ones. Takes a certain maturity to earn that, or to learn that, I should say. Maturity that I don't necessarily think I even have yet. Did you see the outrageous number of flies that we got there? Ooh. We did get a very lucky deal. What is it? See, like, your boy doesn't want to take it, but he might never see it again. This is not the right run for Zane. I'll see you again. I don't even know what it is. It's a scroll of some sort. We'll see it at some point. I know NL, your Zane is dead. Look at me. Look at me on the windows of my soul as I say this to you. If my Zane was dead, why am I willingly playing as the keeper here? The Zane is not, I'm not going, oh, well, you know, we gotta take this side, it gives you, oh, let me plug it into my formula here. My odds of winning as the keeper are only 17%, we might as well hold R. I'm not doing that, okay? This is a keeper run, sight unseen. We didn't know what the heck was gonna show up, and yet here we are, making it work. If that ain't Zane, I don't know what is, dude. You know what, Zane is just a way of creatively solving problems, instead of, like, logically and analytically solving problems. Forces, Zane is short for constrain, you know, it puts constraints on your run that most people wouldn't go for because they're objectively, or subjectively at least, bad. That's what we've done here. We're not just holding R until we start next to a room that has, like, you know, oh, swallowed penny plus brimstone in it. See, now this is where your Zane gets on. Look who we got our Zanes on now. And not of the Malik variety. Okay, we're safe. That was looking bad for a second there, but we made it. And we're not quite good to go, because we don't have anything to back ourselves up with. Now we do. So try to avoid picking up all of the money. Because essentially it's free. And you're going to say, NL, you cost yourselves an item. You cost yourself an item. Did I cost myself an item, or did I guarantee myself 4 items by ensuring that I would not die right here? You know, it's a matter of perspective, I suppose. I like to think I guaranteed myself 4 items because I would have died right there. So, you know, your mileage may vary on that, but I'm going to look on the bright side of life. Again, would we have died right there? No, because we would have died earlier. You can't die twice unless you got some way of coming back to life, which, I don't know about you. This ain't the Lazarus Project. Okay. Still a little understated, I'll admit, but you can't be upset with any keeper run that just out of nowhere sort of makes it to the chest. Like, for a keeper run to get to the chest, something went right. And on our run, that was Small Rock, Skinny Odd Mushroom with an incredible Tears upgrade, plus piercing shots, essentially giving us a great opportunity here. So, without this use of the slot machine, I'm feeling fairly confident in saying our butts would be toast right now. Our damage stat is... No! That hurts me. Dude, that's the first time in 100 years I've seen the Isaac icon for getting killed. I blame that last one on our speed stat, to be honest. I mean, me being an idiot, but also the speed stat. As I was getting hit, I was trying to move out of the concentric circles, and every hit was like, nah, move back, move back, move back. Still, fun run. I think I played okay. We got introduced to some new items that we didn't get to take, but thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.